Hello guys, this is Chris here, coming to you from a rare, nice, cool day in Pensacola, Florida. As you know, in my last two videos, I talked about how hot and miserable it was. Wake up this morning after a night of rain, temperatures in the upper 50s, now it's in the low 60s, but when I first went out this morning, and nice breeze, not a cloud in the sky. Now, although I do like clouds, if it's cool, I'll take that, any day. It's never been this cool, at least in my lifetime, in the middle of May. It's only going to be here for 2 days. There's essentially no humidity. And the thing is with here, what makes it so bad is the humidity. If it wasn't for the humidity, it wouldn't be so hot. But, anyways, I had previously was recording a video, and I was going to rant and rave about somebody, but I decided to not, go forward with that. So I just, this video is not going to be very long because I just talked for 20 minutes, and as I got toward the end of the video I was like, no, I'm not uploading this because I'm not starting any YouTube wars. That's the last thing I need. So I'm gonna make this video short and sweet. So first, a little tidbit about me. I've slept on a couch for 10 years, and the reason being is because I refuse to sleep in a bed by myself and be reminded of how lonely I am. Now, yes, I understand they make single beds, but why spend money on a single bed when the couch is just as good? One thing bad about a couch is it kind of hurts my back, but I'm used to it by now. Like I said, 10 years. I don't want to be reminded every day when I wake up and I look over that there's nobody there. Nobody to kiss, tell I love, put my arm around, and start my day off in a great way. I have put pillows. When I used to sleep in a bed, and this was when I was younger, obviously, like I said, it's been 10 years, but I would put pillows in the shape of a body, and just so I could just put my arm around something, just to simulate it. I know it sounds pathetic, and it is pathetic, I'll admit it. And then one day I said, you know what, no more. So I got up, I took my bed, I took that son of a bitch down to the trash dumpster, and I said, no more. I will never sleep in a bed again until I have someone to sleep in the bed with. And if that never happens, then you know what? Me and Mr. Couch, I'm going to be sleeping on that till I die. So, a little tidbit about me. Now, this is something I want to do, and I got the inspiration from another fellow YouTuber, one of the top social anxiety commentators on YouTube. And the thing about this person, he's a teenager. And I'm not going to mention his name. Well, yes, I will. His name is SilenceWithinMe, R. Stevens. There's a lot of controversy with the kid. He gets picked on a lot, which I don't understand. Now, I wasn't a part of that drama, so I'm not going to mention it. I'm just going to say, from my point of view, and I wish Stevens would talk to me and communicate with me. And if anybody that actually has communicated with Stevens watches this video, try to get it to him and see if he'll respond to me. And the reason being is, yeah, I'm an old 32-year-old man from Pensacola, Florida, and he's from South Africa. But I've been where he is. The only thing I didn't have when I was younger was family. He's got a mother and a father and a sister that loves him. He's got a foundation. He needs to take that and run with it. Yes, I understand there's a lot around him in his personal life. Thus, he has mental illness. But when I see a teenager making videos about wanting to kill themselves, wanting to jump off a building, etc., I cry. And I cry because I was there. I was once that teenager wanting to do all those things. But Stevens, I see so much potential in you. You have a great mind. You come off great on camera. You have great topics and interesting videos. I've been watching you for a long time. I don't comment on the videos because I'm old school. I prefer email. Yes, I'm trying here recently, on my own personal videos, to respond to comments. But I watch videos, and just because I don't comment on them doesn't mean I don't watch them. It's weird, For me, I like to talk, obviously, and that's why my videos are usually so long. For me, writing like Facebook, a couple sentences, or Twitter, a couple of sentences, it's not enough. I like to make long paragraphs, when I respond to something. And when you do that on YouTube, people don't want to read that stuff, If I write a 15-page comment, you're obviously, more than likely, not going to read it. But if it's via email, you are more than likely to read it. So that's why, email is the best place to contact me. But anyways, back to Stevens. I watch all your videos, And just because I don't comment on them, like I just said, there's the reasons for that. I think you've got every aspiration in the world. If you want to do YouTube as your full-time job, and that's perfect, because I think this is obviously the technology generation, the internet generation. If you got the equipment, the motivation, desire, I think you're going to be awesome at it, dude. You cannot let all this petty stuff get in your way. You cannot let older men put you down, make fun of you. You know, you cannot let older men from, you know, different parts of the world brag on you and just, you know, make you feel like you're nothing, because that's wrong. When an older person picks on a teenager, it's ridiculous. And I'm a fan of you, and that's because I even though you're South African and I'm American, I see myself in you, Stevens. I know where you're at. It's just you've got a foundation and a support system. You need to utilize it, and everything will work itself out. I suggest you, Stevens, to talk to your mother, talk to your father, if you don't already do that, and especially your sister. Stevens, what would happen if you were to commit suicide and jump off that building? Do you know how devastated your sister would be? Your sister absolutely adores you, and I can tell from the few videos she was in. And I'm about to tear up now talking about this, because I just can't understand. Well, I can understand because I was there. And now at 32 years old, I'm still suffering every day. I'm struggling every day, and 9 days out of 10, I want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. I want to, you know, die. But to know that you're a kid and you're out there and you're suffering and you're hurting, and to know how it would affect your sister, man. Just anytime you get suicidal thoughts, think about your sister. You know, I don't know your relationship with your mother and your father, but think about your sister, man. I can only wish that I had a family support. I had my grandmother, but she would have understood. And I see so much. What you talk about, some of the things you've been through. Now, not everything, but I can relate to you so much. And even though I didn't turn out good and I went down the wrong road, I think I can offer you a lot of advice, man. I can be kind of like a mentor to you, from way across the world. You know, I can, if you're feeling down, you're feeling low, and I can relate, of course. I'm like really, I've been through so much. I have extreme, you know, depression. I have extreme social anxiety and fear disorders and panic attacks and, you know, borderline agoraphobic tendencies and, you know, body dysmorphic disorder, etc. You know, the gamut of mental illnesses. So I've been through it. And I went down the wrong road, made some poor choices. I just don't want to see a kid with a bright mind do that. Turn to the wrong things, do the wrong things, and potentially kill himself. Every time I watch your videos and I see your stories, I see myself a lot of the time, and I'm like, this is not right. This kid should be having fun, enjoying life, not what I went through. And there are millions of other kids going through it too, and they don't deserve it. Kids should be having fun, enjoying their childhood. I was robbed of my childhood because of the way my brain was wired, and because of the way other people treated me, and me not being able to handle that. And I see so many other children, teenagers, young adults robbed of their childhood, and it's wrong. So to you, Stevens, if you ever see this video, give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity. I think there's a lot that I can offer to you to help you out. Now back to what I want to do. I want to do a Q&A session. I'll only accept, you know, questions via email. My email address in the description below. I'll mention it again. It's tombstone, TOMBSTONE _INC @yahoo.com. Again, down in the description is my email. I want to do a Q&A session. I'm going to do a 20 to 30 minute video answering questions from my subscribers. I know, you know, trust me, you can ask me anything you want to ask me. I'll answer it. You know me to be honest and truthful. That's what I'm about. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I've mentioned a lot of things in these videos. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Other people might be ashamed to admit some things. I don't. I'll lay it all on the line. In case I ever do meet somebody from doing these videos, in case I ever do make real life friends from doing these videos, I want you guys to know when you meet me that everything I said to you is true and you already know a lot about me. That makes it easier. That way it's not awkward. If we were to ever meet and everything I've been saying is a lie, You know how awkward that would be? I wouldn't put myself in that position. So anyways, I'm going to do a Q&A session. 2 weeks from today. Today is May 15th. So we're looking at probably, I'm going to have to get my phone out here and see what day I want to do it. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll be taking questions. And you can send in as many questions as you like. And I'm only going to do it for like probably up to 30 minutes. And excuse me while I look down and look at my calendar here, because I don't know. Okay, so yep, I was thinking the 30th. So May 30th. On May 30th, I will be answering the questions in a Q&A video. Like I said, I know there's a lot of stuff I revealed, but there's probably some stuff people wonder about me. And so, you know, like I said, I will only accept questions via email. And on May 30th, I will give you my first Q&A session. And so guys, I know I got a little emotional here, and that's just, you know, when I see a kid out there suffering like that, you know, that pains me, because I was that kid. I was suffering, and I'm still suffering, and I don't want them to end up like that. I had so much potential, and it all got washed away, and I don't want to see other kids lose their potential. So that's it. That's all. You've been in my alone zone. It is now time for us to part. So until next time, this has been Chris, and I'm out. Peace.